What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody's having an excellent week. We have a little bit of news today as there are reports that the Jets could be shopping Hardman, which doesn't really surprise people, but based on how much he's being used. But this is a really interesting story on a variety of fronts. So when the Jets first signed Hardman, 1 year, I think it was $4 million, the chance to make 5.5, we were all pretty excited because he's got a lot of explosive nature. You know, you can use him on jet sweeps, he can spread the field, he's a returner. Just get him the ball in space, he can do good things. Then, according to reports, he had a rough training camp. I know Primetime said it. I read a couple of analysts that were down there when the Panther practiced, they weren't really impressed. Quiet preseason. But you figure, you know what? He's got a lot of experience. He comes from Andy Reid's system. He's a solid player. You find the role, he's going to make some plays. A lot of us were saying he'll get 30, 40 catches, a couple splashes here and there. And then as the game started playing out, he wasn't in the game. And the first reasoning was, well, the Jets weren't getting a lot of snaps on offense. But the offense was really stagnant. So I'm like, how can you not have an explosive guy in there if you really can't move the ball, especially against the Patriots, right? So then then the Jets started getting more opportunities and he still wasn't getting in the game, then you knew something was up. So is it practice habits? Is it work ethic? Is he not picking up the offense? Is he not a good teammate? This is like, it gives you flashbacks to like Denzel Mims and Elijah Moore, where the receiver is just not jiving with the coach, right? But the difference is this is not Mike LaFleur, it's Hackett. The common denominator is solid. So you got to figure out what is it. So if the Jets do trade him, what exactly are you going to get in terms of compensation? You're probably not going to get a lot, but is it a smart move? Because the one thing I always think about is depth. We just watched Gibson last week struggle with punt returns, where obviously the rookie is going to have those days. Everybody has them, but if he does get banged up or he continues to struggle, you could put Hardman back there. Obviously, you can use Cobb too, but the explosive nature also works. Also, at the wide receiver position as a whole, if guys start getting banged up, which is going to happen, it's a long season, are you taking away from your depth? Now, I know a lot of people like Brownlee. We mentioned Gibson already. You have Charles. But is really shipping away Hardman for next to nothing worth it when you could take away depth and maybe you may need him down the line? So is it being kind of foolish? Or is it genuinely a problem here? We're like, you know what? We got to cut our ties and move on here. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the Jets handle this. I'm surprised, man. It just seemed like it was a really good fit, especially in this offense, especially now. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how this plays out. But once these stories start coming out, you know it's only a matter of time. I wouldn't be surprised by the time I get home from the gym tonight, it's done, because these stories, they usually probably intensify pretty quickly, and it happens. Either way, I wish him nothing but the best. He seemed like a great guy. He seemed like he really embraced being a Jet. It's unfortunate this isn't working out. So that's it. Have a good day.